Welcome to This is Paris, the show that takes you up close and personal with French champions Paris Saint-Germain. Coming up, never in doubt as Paris come from behind to beat Montpellier.
Foi muito importante a vitória de hoje.
Back after weeks on the sideline with injury, Julian Draxler is back doing what he does best.
I want to play, I want to win, and that's why I'm here.
And Paris saved the best for last in the Champions League.
C'était vraiment un très bon match dans tous les domaines.
On Friday, the 6th of December, Les Rouges et Bleus headed to the south of France to take on Montpellier in their 17th match of the Ligue 1 season. Match day at the Stade de la Mosson, a stadium that hasn't always been a happy hunting ground for Paris in recent years. Their last win came back in August 2015. Thomas Tuchel, without several players, started Leandro Paredes and Pablo Sarabia in midfield alongside Idrissa Gueye. The attacking trio comprised Mauro Icardi, Kylian Mbappe and Neymar Jr. Keylor Navas was in goal behind the fullbacks Thomas Meunier and Juan Bernat, and central defenders Presnel Kimpembe and Thiago Silva. The Rouge et Bleu captain celebrating his 300th appearance in the club's shirt. This is an historic match for me. I never imagined anything like this with Paris. I'm very happy, but we have to keep going. There are a lot more games to play and I hope to play many more. After Pablo Sarabia's first chance of the match, Paris suffered two serious blows in the space of just a few minutes as Kimpembe and Gueye succumbed to left hamstring strains.
Well,
it's a shame for the two injuries for Presco and Ghana. They're two important players for the team. But even with those two injuries, the two players that came on to replace them were magnificent. And I'm especially happy for Tanguy, who had a great game. It's not easy to come into a game playing at that level with such calm and character. Choupo was also good when he came on. I'm happy for him. But I'm really happy for Tanguy, a kid from the youth academy with so much quality. I couldn't wait to play my first minutes for Paris, and when they called me to come on, I got really excited. It was a tough game. We conceded a goal in the first half. Then, with the coach's orders, we tried to keep our game going, to focus and go after them and get the chances that came our way. The game changed dramatically in the 74th minute. Pedro Mendes sent off for a second foul on Neymar, and moments later the Brazilian scored an unstoppable free kick to equalize. I spoke before the match with a few of the physios. We all felt I was going to score with a free kick. I was confident. I tried it, and it ended up a great goal and helped the team get the win. Paris were on their way, and 2 minutes later they were in front. Kylian Mbappe making the most of Neymar's assist to give Paris the lead for the first time. We decided to play with four offensive players to try and score goals, to create chances against a team that can defend very well like Montpellier can. Very aggressive, very compact. We had to be patient to find spaces tonight. At the heart of everything, Neymar Jr. went close to a free kick brace, denied by the width of the post. In the end, it was Mauro Icardi who finished off a superb team move to complete the scoring. It was a very tough game, but our second half was very good. The victory today was very important.
Foi muito importante a vitória de hoje.
I'm happy. The team earned it today. They gave it all they had. It was a game with a lot of intensity. And congratulations to Thiago. He deserves it. Julian Draxler signed for Paris Saint-Germain during the January transfer window of 2017, making an immediate impact on the left side of the attack with some stunning performances and plenty of goals. Now 3 years on, Draxler has had to reinvent himself a new role in midfield.
I was always a player who could play like number 10 or on the wings. But now, as you mentioned, I play more in the midfield, like more number 8, sometimes even number 6. Wherever the team needs me, I'm going to play there, and I think that's one of my good characteristics on the pitch, that I can adapt very fast and very well. And to play in a team like Paris Saint-Germain is important because you have a lot of good players on your position. So I think it's hard to compete with Kylian and Neymar on the wings. It didn't take a long time for me to understand, because I could see what the guys do in training. They came to improve the team and not to sit on the bench. So if you are clever and not stupid, you try to find another way to play, and that's what I did. The coach helped me a lot. He said he's happy with the way I train and he wants to see me on the pitch, but we have to find a way how to do. And of course I had to change my game a little bit. He's a coach who changed the system and the tactics a lot. So yeah, he can use me in almost any position on the field. And it depends. If we play with 4 attackers and me behind, it's not my role to score or to give assist. Of course I try, because it's my way of playing football, but sometimes the coach talks to me and tells me, today I need you more in defense. I know he likes that I don't lose the ball, that I have good technique. I'm important to deliver the balls to the strikers, because I always find a way to find Ney or Kylian in dangerous positions. Sometimes he goes crazy, because I don't like to fight on the pitch, like 1-against-1 situations, like direct duels, and that's why sometimes he goes crazy. This is what I have to improve, I know, but I try every day to work on it, and I think I already did, because it's important for the balance of the team. If you play with me in midfield too, because I think more offensive than defensive, but sometimes I have to stop myself and say, okay, now it's time to have the back of Ney or whatever, so it's important for the balance of the team. If I want to play, I want to win, and that's why I'm here. And I enjoy to play in a team like this, but I know it's hard to find your space on the pitch, so you have to be able to play different positions.
This season hasn't been an easy one for the 2014 World Cup winner, succumbing to a nagging foot injury.
I just played 2 games. I was not free in my mind, and also I had pain, and so I was not ready to start the season. But I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to be injured and to not play for 2 or 3 months. But after the first 2 matches, I could saw that I'm not on a top level, so I decided to stop. And I think it was a good decision because now I don't have pain anymore.
After 3 months on the sidelines, the German returned to the starting 11 against Brest and Lille, proving his worth with back-to-back assists for Angel Di Maria.
Avantage d'essai, c'est pour profiter à Draxler. Le petit externe de Draxler pour Angel Di Maria.
To have a lot of minutes to get my rhythm. And of course, if you're out for several months, the first game is not your best game usually. I was lucky that I did the assist for Angel, and so the coach could see that he can count on me again, and that's what he did in the next games.
Including in the Champions League, where he and Pablo Sarabia came off the bench to rescue a 2-2 draw away to Real Madrid in the last game.
I came in and we conceded the second one first, and after, I think Pablo and me, we were on fire. It was a match in Bernabeu, so you are really motivated, and we wanted to turn things around. We didn't play that well, I think, in this game, but after, if you have a draw with not your best performance in the Bernabeu, everybody is still happy, and especially for me and Pablo, it was good because we came in and we managed to score 2 goals. Champions League is a very hard competition. I think everybody is happy. We have one more match against Galatasaray, and we try to finish well and in a good way.
Still to come on This Is Paris, no filter, we take you inside the match as Thomas Tuchel's new-look Paris Saint-Germain side turn on the style in the Champions League at home to Galatasaray. When I was 5 years old, every weekend, me and the rest of the family followed my father to matches all over the province of Luxembourg, the Luxembourg region in Belgium. But I didn't play for a club. When I was 10, I discovered the importance of football when I started getting called up to a representative side. At 15 years old, after a trial with Standard Liège, I returned to a club in my region called Excelsior Virton, a club that is now in the Belgian second division. I was enjoying playing football as much as anyone could. At the age of 20, I was celebrating my first year as a professional player at Club Brugge, where I discovered the professional world and the Europa League. And then at 25 years old, I signed for Paris Saint-Germain.
Bonjour, c'est Idrissa. Bonjour, c'est Kylian, c'est Presnel, et vous regardez This Is Paris.
Tout le temps ici.
After their come-from-behind win over Montpellier, les Parisiens were back on the pitch at the Urdu Training Centre, preparing for their next match in the UEFA Champions League. Already qualified for the last 16 of the competition and sure of finishing top of the section, Thomas Tuchel's men were looking to finish on a high at home to Galatasaray. Paris Saint-Germain returned to its beloved Parc des Princes for the final match of the group phase of the Champions League. Assured of finishing top of Group A after their 2-2 draw at the Bernabeu, Les Parisiens welcomed Galatasaray to the French capital, looking to end the first part of the competition in style. For the match, the French champions' German tactician Thomas Tuchel rang the changes with a new look 4-4-2 and surprise starts for Sergio Rico and Tanguy Kouassi. We have confidence in everyone at the club, and it was time to show it, to give confidence to players who have not always played or started. They're players who play for Paris Saint-Germain. They have quality. Even if they don't play, they have quality and talent. At 17 years and 6 months old, Tanguy Kouassi became the youngest player in the history of Paris Saint-Germain to start a Champions League match. He deserved it. He played very well against Montpellier. The Champions League is another level. There's so much enthusiasm, especially for him. I remember my first match. It was huge, perfect. A first European start for Sergio Rico too, in the Paris Saint-Germain goal. He's been very good during training recently. I feel like now's the time. And Keylor was incredible. He's happy for Sergio. Before the game, he accepted my decision in a second, saying, yes, it's a good idea. Let's do that. I'm very happy. Since I was told at lunchtime I was going to play, I'm very excited. I really wanted to play in this stadium for this club. It was really a very important match.
Para mí es muy importante.
Disciplined and organised, Paris Saint-Germain took control of the game from the opening minutes. Pablo Sarabia drawing that first save from Muslera in the 5th minute, and 10 minutes later Mauro Icardi thought he'd given his side the lead, only for it to be ruled out for an offside by Kylian Mbappe in the build-up. But the Argentine was soon smiling again. On the half hour, he took advantage of more good work from the French World Cup winner to open the account. Paris were in front and running away with it. 35 minutes in, Pablo Sarabia scored his second Champions League goal of the season.
Quand on est équipé comme ça, on travaille
When the
vraiment
team is
ensemble.
like that, when we really work together as a team, with a good state of mind, intensity, it makes it easier for everyone. Even the rain in the second half couldn't dampen Parisian spirits. At the start of the move, Neymar Jr. was also at the conclusion of a magnificent 1-2 with Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe, the provider, and then the finisher. The 100th goal of his club career. Everyone did a great job. When there was someone better placed, they passed. There was movement, passing. It was perfect in attack. Really nothing to say. I hope they keep it up, because they're going to treat us this season. He's a young player who always trains hard and prepares himself well. He showed it in the match in Montpellier, and today he was very good. I was very confident with Tanguy because I see him every day in training. He is really good player. He just needs to be congratulated. He played a really good game. He got a lot of balls in the middle of the park. He was there in the challenges. He fought for everything. He was good with the ball, and now he has to keep going. 4-0, but Paris hadn't finished there. Kylian Mbappe was brought down in the box by Ryan Donk. Penalty, and in his 290th match with Paris Saint-Germain, Edinson Cavani tucked away a penalty for his 196th goal. We're all happy because we played a great game. We controlled the game from the first minutes. We're happy with the result. I'm very happy because we did a performance as a team effort. That's the most important thing for me. We played with a lot of energy. We were very aggressive. Played with a lot of intensity for 90 minutes. It was very good. Honestly, I would have liked to have a little bit more work, perhaps, but it means the team is very strong, that we defend very well, and we kept a clean sheet. That's important. It was perfect. No goals conceded, lots of chances, lots of goals. It was a good game in all departments. We won the ball high up the pitch, we were compact. It was a very good performance. With this 5-0 victory over Galatasaray, Paris Saint-Germain brought the curtain down on an excellent group phase. With 16 points taken out of an 18 possible, the club's second highest total ever in the group stage, Paris scored 17 goals, conceded just 2, kept 5 clean sheets, and an 8th consecutive qualification for the last 16. Bring on 2020.